Alrighty guys, what is up? Welcome back to Astro Colony with Lone Debater 7, and today we're going to be playing some more Astro Colony obviously, but we're going to be taking a look at unlocking some research, getting into farming if possible, and primarily we're going to be upgrading our processing facility due to some research that we're going to get right away. Before we do the research, I just want to say I expanded out our water tank because 1800 water is the max capacity of this tank. So by adding in all of this should increase our max water by quite a bit. And this space is more or less reserved. Now for processing, I think that's reasonable. We've got a decent amount on this side and this side to extend with. As far as if we want to add more processing or something, we can do that there. We can do more processing up here, and we can also expand out this floor in this direction if we so desire, if we need more space. But let's go ahead and dive into the technologies real quick. So first things first, we need advanced mining. We need advanced smelting to get the advanced smelter. I want to get transport tubes so we can build transport pipes and conveyor joints. I think it's going to make things a little bit easier. So we'll get transport tubes. Advanced construction, we're going to get this for the advanced constructor. And then advanced logistics for the upgraded conveyor belts or conveyor belt pros. We're going to get that as well. We are short a little bit of engineering science. Interesting. Let's go ahead and split off like 500 copper, 500 iron, and get some more engineering science on the go. Eventually, we're going to automate this. That's the plan. I just wanted to get the logistics, and we can kind of get it done now that we got transport tubes. We're ultimately going to need agriculture. I think, yeah, the problem is we need aluminum to build this, but we'll get agriculture because we've got the biology science. We also need meal prep, so we can make bread and place the kitchen. And we could go ahead and get ranching. Yeah, we could do that. I'm going to hold off. We'll do that later. We can't actually build this stuff yet because we need aluminum. So we'll have to wait on that. We will queue up advanced logistics, so that'll come in eventually, but perfect. This is all set up. Let's just check these. I think they're running just fine as far as throughput is concerned. So 8 will definitely fit on a single tier 1 belt as far as a primary in-feed is concerned. So that's your limit. If we want to expand the system as far as how much resource we're processing, which we're doing decent. I mean, we've got almost 1,000 iron plate. We've got almost 2,000 copper plate, which is good because we're going to be building out a motherboard processing facility in a future episode. We've got quite a bit of gold wire, quite a bit of gold bars as well. So yeah, we're looking pretty good just with this 8x system that we have. But if we took this to 16x by upgrading to the advanced conveyor belts, we then can, which we can do now. We got advanced logistics for these. If we upgrade all these to advanced conveyor belts on the primary feed and extend out the floor and place another 8, we have to extend power again, most likely, to do that, because we only have like 20 headroom, and each of these is 4, so we could only put 5 more right now. But throwing down some more panels is pretty easy. All we gotta do, 1, 2, 3, straight across. Take some wire. Boom. Run this. Boom. And the reason why I'm doing this is I believe astronauts can walk through this panel, or that little channel right there, because I can fit through this, right? So that allows me to, if I want, connect something else on the front of this or off to the side of this and use that as the walkway to get there. Anyway, we're just going to throw all these panels down because we have the gold wire, so might as well. and having the additional power is going to be good because we're going to need it to power the machines. Okay, there's power. We're going to extend the asteroids in just a second. First things first, I want to go ahead. We need to upgrade this. So if you have the machine built, you can push the U key and it will upgrade it, assuming you have the materials. So now we can go ahead and turn everything on like that. Boom. We've got an upgraded smelter on our main floor. We can go ahead and upgrade the smelter up here. So look at it, push U. Then you do need to come in and turn on the recipes. So this changes our iron to iron ingots or iron bars. So every 5 seconds we'll take 4 ore and turn it into 3 bars, as opposed to, I believe it was 2 to 1 before. So this is actually quite good. 7 seconds on copper, so copper takes longer than iron. Gold bar takes the longest and is still the 2 to 1 ratio. Iron rods, still the 5 second 1 to 1 ratio. Titanium rods is now unlocked, and glass is now unlocked, which we need to make some glass. And guess what? I've got some quartz. I think I want to put it on this. Yeah, I do. I need to rotate this like that, because that should filter any non-split item off of that filter directly into the storage box. I am going to grab this carbon fiber, and we're just going to restock this so we can make a little bit more biology science. I don't have the materials on. I have some dirt, but I need that for farms, so I'm kind of holding off. We'll make more chemical science later. We still have 89, so we don't need that much chemical science at this moment. I mean, this only costs 6. This costs 15. Okay, so this costs 15, but we don't need to do colonies. Getting metallurgy. Yeah, we'll actually get metallurgy. That allows for aluminum plates, so that way once we get our aluminum, we can actually process it and use it. Circular saw will be useful. We'll do that later. Yeah, so I mean, we basically have enough to get through to expert mining, I think. Yeah, probably. We might even be able to get nuclear energy, but we'll do that later. That's good to know. I don't have to worry about it. The dirt that we collect now, and the iron rods can be just chill in and utilized for other things. So perfect. We've got that figured out. Those are upgraded. As far as getting this prepped for the upgrade to the upgrade for 16, we need to upgrade the belts. So first things first, let me just show you what the upgraded recipes cost. So basic smelter is 3 iron bars, and advanced smelter is 6 iron bars and 4 iron plates. So to upgrade from this to this, I believe you need the 6 iron bars and 4 iron plates, either in a storage box or in your inventory, and then you can look at the machine, press the U key, and it'll do the upgrade. For the constructors, which we haven't upgraded those yet, we'll do that just in a second. I want to show you the cost. To build a regular constructor, 3 copper bars, 2 iron wires. To go to an advanced, you need 4 copper bars, 4 iron wires, and 4 gears. We've got all of that. So if we look at this machine, the constructor, and hit U, we can upgrade it to an advanced constructor. Now we want to go in here and retoggle recipes. This makes more iron plates, so it doubles your iron plate production. That's fantastic. So every 6 seconds, we get 4 iron plates for every 2 iron bars, and 4 copper plates for every 2 copper bars. Gold, screws, electronic parts, all the same. We can do aluminum plates in here. We can do metal frame in here. We can do carbon fiber, which we could do before. Once we unlock the technology, we can make computers in here. So that's actually pretty good. We're going to upgrade the constructor up here. Perfect. Okay. Now, let's show you how to prepare this for expansion. So we need to upgrade all of the primary feed belt to tier 2. So to do that, we just need to look at a belt, hit U, look at a belt, hit U. belt hit you. Perfect. Some of them are finicky, like where you have the logic blocks, just try to hit it. If you get it perfect, like you have to make sure you're looking at it. So like right there I'm looking at it, right there I'm not. Hopefully that helps. It's a little bit finicky. You can always remove the blocks and just place these down. But this whole feed belt needs to be tier 2 in order to carry the resources and process at max efficiency. So that is what we are doing, because we're going to go ahead and expand this bottom one to the 16x, because we should have the iron plate required. And our power, if we take a glance, we've got about, well, we have 59 power. We have enough room to build at least 10 of these, so we should be fine. But there we go. We upgraded the feed for this, so now we should, in theory, be able to process 16 automated asteroid catchers. So it's important. You need to upgrade your smelter, and you need to upgrade the primary feed belt in order to 16x your system. If you don't do it, it's fine. You can still 16x the system as far as the asteroid catchers are concerned, but you're not really going to be able to process those resources efficiently. You'd have to split it into multiple belts, kind of like we did here, where we have 2 sets of 8 as opposed to 1 of 16. With the upgraded belts, now we can do 2 sets of 16, and then if we want to expand from there, we can go place another up to 16 automated asteroid catchers connected to one line. I believe there is an additional upgrade after the Pro conveyor belts that we can unlock eventually with technology or research, whatever you want to call it. And that, in addition, we might be able to upgrade the smelter again, or we could simply expand the smelter, or we may not need to. Maybe fine with this to enable us to actually process the resources. But let's go ahead and expand this. That's what we want to do first. So this is a 14 tile wide, and it is 6 for each one, I believe, right? Because I gotta go out one. Yeah, it's 6. So basically, that is a set right there. So you gotta go all the way across and do 6. 6. Oops. It's easier if you're a little bit further away. Might be a little counterintuitive. It's true. Boom. Go. There's our 8. We need to plug them into power, and that's done just by dragging this line straight out. Go up 3, go across, 3, across. This side is a lot easier. It's one closer. It's just the nature of this machine. I could change this and run like power connected this way, one on either side, but I kind of like this methodology better. It's a little bit more compact, so that's why I do it this way, even though it maybe utilizes or requires more wire. I don't actually know. I haven't done a calculation on it, because wire is relatively cheap. Then all we need to do after this is placed is run the conveyor belt. And that also needs to be Conveyor Belt Pro, so I'm just going to grab it with middle mouse. This allows me to show you the recipe as well. So the recipe for the upgraded conveyor belt is 4 iron plate, 4 copper wire, and 2 screws. So quite expensive. That's why before unlocking this tech, I like to get all of the research, or not the research, the base production for those materials set up first. So before you start building or trying to upgrade this, make sure you have a reliable source of iron plate, copper wire, and steel screws. Otherwise, you will not be able to do this. Now we've got it running here. Well, can this actually handle? It doesn't look like it. Interesting. Is that just because... Here, let me clear these real quick and let it start from scratch. I think it's because those asteroid catchers had built up a couple asteroids worth of material on the front end here. So if I clear everything out, I think the system will self-resolve. Okay. I think that's fine. Whatever. What we could do as well is let's just build this. We're going to take some of the iron and copper out of this line. That way we can utilize it for science. So this one, sure, that's fine. What we're going to do is we're going to utilize another splitter. Place that right there, turn that off, and we're going to just do iron and copper. And really, I think a 2-to-1 is probably sufficient. I don't need carbon in there. Let's drop the rest of this inside of machines. Because I'm going to utilize this to go ahead and create engineering science or supply the materials for engineering science. So let's take a look at that. We're basically at the end. Let's wrap it up. We're going to take a look at automating the delivery of these materials and the production of these materials so we can automate engineering, chemistry, and biology science. So we're going to do that next time. Just going to glance. Hydrotonics looking good. We should have enough glass to build the transport tubes now. I want that. That's why I didn't do that first. I wanted to allow some time for our glass to process inside of our advanced smelter because it does take some time. As you can see, we're still processing our quartz, so yay. I think we also need to upgrade the output belt. Because the output of the smelter is quite full. There we go. Okay, sorry. We're going to do that. This one appears to be fine. Oh, I forgot to re-enable all the recipes. That's why this one appears to be fine. It's just sitting in here with a bunch of resources not doing anything. Lol. Okay, so we will upgrade the belts on this as well. Primarily the iron. Well, I guess this one takes all the copper. So we need both of them. Because going to the advanced smelter, aside from unlocking the new recipes, it primarily is just providing us with more plates. Only copper and iron plates, but more plates. So that's what this one is making, is plates primarily. And we just increase the production of that, so we should increase the outputs to match the input. Now this one hasn't added any, what do you call it? Any more auto asteroid catchers, so there's no input feed increase. But come on. There we go. However, just providing this additional, we can afford it, so like might as well. We are likely going to upgrade this in the future. And I might do that off camera because we've shown you how to do it once. Hopefully that's enough. Reference the video if you pause it, all that good stuff. But there we go. So we got 16x running through here. Doesn't really appear to be keeping up. That's unfortunate. So you cannot actually 16x. It's probably something like this. So we're just going to remove 4. So we're going to go to 12 because there's no point in having it extend further than that if we can't keep up on the belt. You know what I mean? So we're just going to remove this, remove that, and that, but not that. Perfect. Okay, we'll try that and see. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that's 12. So we added an additional 4 auto asteroid catchers. We got room for another 4. If this system can keep up now, then we may look at trying to increase the number of catchers. So you could you can definitely throw 16 connected on an upgraded belt. It's not going to move fast enough for you, even with this additional split of just iron and copper, which is primarily what this is going to generate for you. It's not enough. So, okay. Anyway, guys, we're going to wrap it up here for today. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to like, comment, subscribe as always. And until next time, this has been Lone Debater 7, and we will see ya.